Alright, I want to jump right back into the game. Don't want to sit around too long. Let's see if I can finish off Metroid Prime tonight. Now there is one thing I need to kind of double check. And yeah, it's exactly what the scan up there is going to tell me. I came back into the mines so that I could save the game and remind myself, hey, I gotta go down the depths of the mines and use the X-ray visor to continue on, but I forgot about this. Now, I think the easiest way for me to get there, though, is maybe related to a elevator that's somewhere here, further down. Oh god, I don't like the way the 3D map is for this because they divide it up into layers, but I guess they have to. I think the shortcut for that is from the crane swinging, which I am clearly not doing. The reason for that is I think that in one of the rooms kind of close to the entrance here there is something else I could unlock. So I want to check that out first. Actually, I think it is this room. This hallway here. It's near the exit to it on the opposite end. I think I recall there being a some kind of grating wall that I could bomb. Wait. Maybe I don't want to do that yet. Because if I open it up, I don't think I can actually that door that's there without the plasma being yet. Okay, I'm gonna actually go right back to Magmore because I'm gonna take a wild guess right now. I made it to the mines. The mines are kind of like the last area of the game, the hard area before you start to get into like the area with the final boss and shit, you know, in the impact crater. I don't think I have many power-ups left in the game to get. And I'm still missing plasma. So I don't want to jump to a conclusion that that's what's waiting for me right now in Magmore. But actually, I think there's a good chance that's exactly what's waiting for me down in Magmore. Which would be thematically correct. Well, not correct, but thematically accurate, I guess I would say. Hey, that guy's just gonna jump down out of there every time I come through here, I guess. I could have sworn that looked purple from far away. So I don't really like trying to get through this aquarium here. I think it's a little tedious. Like, if you're gonna give me a shortcut, just give me a shortcut, but Maybe I should just shut up and be happy I have a shortcut at all. Interesting. Storage depot. I do not remember what was in here. I don't remember what was in there, but it also doesn't look like it matters. Do I want to go right to the bottom? No, I don't think so. I think I wanted to jump onto the second level. Now I've buggered it up completely. Okay, that really sucks. Is there a way to do that without having to move this stupid tower around? I don't think so. God, I hate this stupid tower room. And honestly, it's particularly annoying because if I have to do this again later on, I gotta redo all 3 levels of this stupid thing. I think I just have to do these 2. Where's the blue? No, I think it was the red level that I needed to do. I don't bloody remember. Yeah, red is what connects up there. Do I currently have red connected? I think so. It's just not connected down here. Okay, really hoping that's it. Wait, where is it? Where is it? There it is. I should have been a lot more careful with that. Jumping down. But was not really thinking it. Alright, to hell with it. I actually really wish that the hints were off. I know I'm saying, sure, I'm doing it to kind of streamline this playthrough, and that's why I'm also skipping out on the scans and stuff, lore. I really wish that that wasn't the case entirely, and that I had time to just spend a month diving into this, going through it slowly and tediously. Because I really wish that this didn't spoil for me to go to Magmore. I would have liked to actually As crazy as this might sound, I would have liked to actually get stuck and have to go back through the world and explore and try to figure things out. Well, that was awkward. So I don't think that the, oh, damn it. I don't think that the ice beam actually does any damage to the turret at all. But I do think it benefits you in the sense that it immobilizes it. Which means I probably could have just saved that like half a second by not even bothering, since I had more than adequate cover. So, there used to be a platform here. The game actually went ahead and removed that. I don't know why they would bother, other than to try to encourage use of the grapple beam, but that seems unnecessary. I just want to double check something. Are these the gamers or the zoomers? Seem to be zoomers, because you can actually play. Oops, wrong one. Okay, there's no debris blocking the path. The reason I'm trying to check this out is there is one of these bridges that I'm pretty sure I could actually smash open with the power bombs. And the only reason I don't think it's that, and I'm not going to waste the bomb on it, is because I already used the bombs in there to clear the debris out of the path. Oh, they took out the guys that you shoot and use as bridges. That is interesting. I wonder if that's another way to try to force the grapple. Really, really heavily hint at what you're supposed to do here. Oh. And the music change. Which honestly seems kind of out of place for Magmore, but I'm not going to complain too much because I was kind of getting tired of hearing it. Just a little bit. goes up slow. Okay. Oh, there we go. Now what? Okay, that is cool. Especially because I did not remember that at all. I don't know why, but these spider ball sections, they always seem to, like, stress me out slightly. Which is probably, like, a little bit of an overreaction on my part. And that's why they stress me out. Oh, that is going to be a very annoying climb back up. I think what I did wrong with that section was to try to cautiously go down that hill. I think I was supposed to build up momentum so that I would actually kind of roll into that when I turn on the spider ball. I don't know for sure. That seems kind of likely. Oh, I might have a couple more seconds. What else is on? Nothing? Okay. So I'm going to try doing this quick, seeing if there's a change. Yes, that is the way I was supposed to do it. I'm going to do this like very, very cautiously right now because I just do not want to do that climb again. I don't see a reason for trying to rush my way through here. Someone over at Retro Studios, when they were designing this game, actually was probably sitting there in the studio and said, you know what's been underutilized this whole game and I want to make it more ridiculous is the spider ball. Let's put a ridiculous platforming section in, entirely dedicated to the spider ball. Right again, because I spoiled it for myself a bit on an ancient game that I played a billion times, but yeah, there's the plasma beam. Called it. Plasma processing. I'm gonna double check one other thing. just because that climb was ridiculous. Oops, nope, logbook is here. I think there could be a artifact up here. A shrine. Eggmore. This one I don't know, it's probably in the mines. Okay, if there is one here, I don't know. I thought there would be. Could also be appropriate that it's got nothing else in here. If that is the case. Because I just do not want to do that again. That was long. And once is enough. Now that I got that, now what do I do? Do I want to go back to the mines? I guess so. Let's go right back there. Start tanking hits because you get tired of doing them. You know what? I'm going to change it up a bit. I want to go and see what I'm missing here with the drifts real quick. Just for a quick change of pace. I think if I hit the save station, I get all my health back. Yep. Now, I don't remember which part of the drifts it spits me out at, so if it's going to be far from anything useful, I'm just coming right back down. Well, at least it's not far from anything useful. In fact, I'm gonna go get that artifact I've been bitching about. The one that I've been wanting to get. Now that there's at least an energy tank, I have no regrets about any of this. Anytime you're getting an energy tank in this game is definitely not a waste of time. I thought I was locked onto that already, but it wasn't. God damn it. know the first time through here the game wants you to use the thermal visor, but you know what? There's only turrets and Metroids. I can see both kind of okay already without bothering with it, and these walkways are all glowing and lit up, so I'm not worried. If there was visible pirates, that'd be a bit different. Yeah, I gotta go all the way to the top. I can't get this artifact this time. I'm going to be so pissed off. Because I've been trying to get this one every time I backtrack through here, so that I don't have to come back through this stupid layer. Oh, well, thank you. Honestly, that's just because I'm kind of tired of dealing with the same guys over and over again. You know what? Every time I come through here, it seems like the pirates have rebuilt the security on this little optic base they got. Whatever, going past. Alright, I'll keep this on because there's a door for it at the top, but this time I will be fighting the pirates out here outside. Because this is where the artifact is hidden. Once again, this is flying pirates at worst. Where is that one spot that I saw forever ago? Blocked by that. I've just broken the window open because it was iced over. And there it is. Just off of the map slightly. Wait, how do I get back out of here? Can I jump up on the tower? Yeah, I can get inside it. Well, that looked awkward. So I actually want to go back down the exact way I came. Go back into Magmore, go back into the mines. I know for a fact there is another artifact in the drifts here somewhere. I will find it later. Because I think it's easier to find it. It's easier to get to. I'm not quite as worried about it, nor am I as annoyed about getting to it as this one. I mean, it's already annoying because I just came through here and now I'm literally having to do the same thing. Get back out. So once again, I'm fighting through the same goddamn pirates again. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna tank the hits because I don't need to get done. I'm done with it. Let me out of here. Get back to the mines. There's a save area down there that I'm just going to use to get the health back anyway. I've got more than enough energy tanks that I can tank a few hits. Interestingly, I think this last one is it's in a room kind of shaped like this somewhere. I think the last one that's in the drifts. That's the room it's in. The edge. Do I want to try to go for that actually just because I am here? Yeah, sure. You know what? Let's give it a try. Oh, crap. I don't know why, but I'm suddenly getting stuck with door geometry a lot more easily now. That will actually hold it in place rather than have it move. Kind of wish it would have moved closer, but made it anyway. So it was a non-issue. I'll just double check I'm going the right way now. Okay, there was no reason to check. It's literally right on the other side of the door. This is annoying. Really left with the blocks. space to be dodging missiles. How do I actually grapple that? Because clearly that's where I need to be going. I don't see anything hidden. Can I just do it? Ooh. Not sure I should be able to do that. Yeah, it doesn't look like I actually should be able to do that, but if it lets me, I'm going to do it again. Okay, this feels like I'm exploiting something that I'm not supposed to be exploiting here. That's the one I'm supposed to use. Yeah, so if my little quote-unquote exploit worked, I probably would have just blasted my way back around to exactly where I was standing. So that guy probably have to do it from up there and wait till he's in the right spot, which is far enough away to actually do that. Okay, yeah. That's bottom of the mines. Now that I've got everything that I came for before. Also hate that it exposed the area as elite quarters. Because anybody with half a brain has an idea of what's down there. Okay, I know there is an artifact in here. Yeah, at the edge. Seek the unseen entrance at the top to find the artifact spirit. Oh. I want to go back up there. Unseen entrance probably means X-ray visor. Or thermal visor. I wonder if it's in the room where I just got the power bomb up, because I think that's actually still seen as the same room. No, it's the security cave. So this is different. Wait. Is that actually like a opening there? Did I just miss that? No, it's some kind of frozen water thing. Okay, well, it says it's at the top, but it doesn't exactly say how far at the top. That looks like it should be meltable. Uh-huh. There we go. Let me take... Hold on, let me see. It's not even scannable. Damn. This one's really well hidden. Okay, so to go back, it actually doesn't matter which of these tunnels I take. Go for that? How do I go for that? I know it's just a missile upgrade, so I don't really need it, but I do want it. Go for it. I don't see any way it connects to another room to get underneath the ice, which seems like a bit of a long shot for just a missile expansion anyway. Usually these are not very complicated puzzles. Part of me thinks that it has to do with the dude flying around up there. Oh, okay. It's just an employee boss. This area is completely inaccessible without the grapple, so whatever I have to do probably involves although I don't see it. I see it. Where is it? Should be easy to find now that I'm in here. Yep, there it is. And out, it's just right where the rock fell, of course. You know what? Sure. And now is where I'm going to wander back down into the caverns and then the mines. Because I think those are the most valuable things. Here are the drifts now. Obtained. I can't think of many other reasons why I would have to come back here. Oh, that's very good. Well, at least it's dead. Maybe he's not. There was a third one. Okay, he was almost dead. That health before it disappears. I think I was too late. Yep. The top one is the door I gotta go through. I don't know how anybody would ever beat this kind of game without a map. Thank God for the map. Oh. Oh, that's not exactly the top one now, is it? It's funny because I make a comment about the map, but I was just watching yesterday a old video. Is it an old video or a new video? From the Angry Video Game Nerd, where he's talking about the first 3 Metroid games. And it reminded me that the original game on the NES, for being the labyrinth that it is, does not have a map. And it's been a long time since I finished that game. But when he said that, it just kind of reminded me like why I will never play that one again after I completed it. Because holy crap, it is so easy to get lost in that game because not only is it a labyrinth, everything looks the exact same. Probably because it's the NES and it had limited resources. But really, like, the only way you can have fun with that game, honestly, is cheat and go find a map. Like, there's a few games that I recommend actually cheating for. The original Metroid is one of them. Go look up everything. Because that game is a slog to figure out otherwise. If you want to take the challenge and do it on your own, sure. I don't know why you would. It's not like there's any reward for it. Sure, there's maybe some bragging rights if your friends believe you that you did it. But it's also easy to fake that nowadays because the game has a password system for saving. Okay, this is like, I think I just killed him. And because it's a password system, you can just find the passwords online. So you don't really need to progress through the game to tell your friends, hey, I did it. Now, is that dishonest? Oh, incredible. Anyway, I guess the point I'm getting at here is the original Metroid left a lot to be desired. It was a good game for what it was, but mostly for what it kicked off later on. I would not bother with it. I would say just forget about it and go play Zero Mission, which is the better remake of it. Have I ever actually finished Zero Mission? No, because I can't find a copy of the game. But I want to play it at some point. Really, the first two Metroid games, there's no point in playing them in their original state, because not only have they been retconned by the remakes, but the remakes are just infinitely better in like every way. Zero Mission plays more akin to Super Metroid, and Samus Returns kind of was like the template that I think they would use for Dread. Super Metroid's a bit better. No, sorry. Metroid 2 is a bit better in terms of navigating. Oh, this guy is different. He's a Powerbomb guy. I mean, there's actual, like, save states, just like, actually just what hinted at in, like, the Angry Video Game Nerds video. There's, proper save points, ammo stations, everything. So there's things to make the progress there better, but that game is an even more... Oh, it's a plasma beam guy. Even more ridiculous labyrinth than the original game. Oh, wait, that's a... explosive thing on top of those crates. Don't shoot it. I guess to some extent it's almost kind of like that with this game. Prime Remastered pretty much, you could argue, replaces this one. I'm gonna say it doesn't, because it's actually the same game. There's a difference between a remaster and a remake. I don't know, I think I'm overthinking it now. Probably overthinking it because I'm somewhat tired. It's been a long day, but honestly, I just want to play Metroid. So, I will endure. I don't think I wanted to go this way. No, I didn't. Oh, crap. This goes out to the main quarry. Alright, I might as well go out to the mine security station, though. See if I can unlock what is out here. And I'll just take the crane grapple route back in, so that I can avoid dealing with this stupidity. Actually, I don't think it'll matter too much. Oh. Were those here before? I don't think these were here before. So I think now is when the game's doing that thing where it's like, hey, you've been here before, but we're going to make your trek back through this area more challenging now. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to fight this guy at some point. What I want to know is the Chozo set up those hints to where the artifacts are. And for areas that are on the planet, I get that they know where and how to make the hints. I want to know how they knew what to call the hints here. Wait, what's it made of? Okay. I think I got this mixed up because you can't melt things like that in this game. I think that's Metroid Prime 3. I want to know, like, how did they know what the rooms and the mines were going to be called? The mines were clearly built long after the Chozo left. That part seems a little weird. I've always kind of just ignored it for, like, gameplay's sake, just to kind of be like, okay, this is a video game, this video game logic. But this is a kind of game where there's usually enough detail actually to kind of explain that kind of irregularity. You know, either through the environmental storytelling or scan or something. I don't think I've ever run into the answer for that. And I'm sure there is one. Oh, there's one more up there. Yeah, the beam-specific pirates are a lot harder than the other regular ones. What is this? Oh, it's the... Okay. Yeah, it's like the super missile version of the plasma beam. It's just like with the wave buster for the wave beam here. Which actually I feel like using. Yeah, it drains missiles every second you have it on. I think the flamethrower works the same way. So that means the only one I'm missing is actually for the ice beam. I have no idea where the hell that went. But I don't use those because of the rate of consumption for missiles. I've never really found them that useful. Yeah, some ways fighting pirate. Oh, you know. I'm gonna run to the safe area first. And there will be the one who comes out of here again. Yep. Ooh, almost didn't get that. Once again, I thought that was purple. I thought that was purple from a distance. So it's going to be actually interesting to go back through the ruins to get the artifacts. That's why I'm putting that one off. Whereas the drifts, I was like, let's get it out of the way while I'm there. Because I could go back to the ruins right now and get a few things. But it almost also feels unnecessary because I'd rather just power through everything with the best equipment and unlock a bunch of stuff all in one go. Because then like there's that room with the 3 beams and the shield thing. Yeah, we'll go straight down. I didn't get hit by anything somehow. I don't know. I guess my logic for this, now that I'm trying to explain it and think it through more, is the ruins at this point is a very easy place to trek through. So after I'm done with the mines here, I think I would rather go searching through the ruins for some artifacts and upgrades, because I know there's that lava room that I can go through now that I got the grapple and everything, but I'm just not in a rush to bother with it. I'd rather do it after the mines. And I'm not just saying that because I'm here now. That was a train of thought I had before I got here. Is there another one? Guess not. That goes to the phase one processing, or whatever it's called. Out to Magmore. Bother with that. Okay, clearly there's another power because the music's still going. This room, I still don't know how you turn that off. I'm going to take a quick look at the console out here. Let's see. No. I'm gonna scan around in here real quick. Oh! Power bombs it is. I hope this actually gives me something. It doesn't just turn off the poison fumes. Okay, good. Perfect. That is just what my greedy ass wanted, was before doing that. Definitely doing a better job than I normally do trying to find all these energy tanks prior to the artifact hunts. A lot of the time I just beeline it for a lot of the goodies. And by goodies I mean power-ups, without bothering with the health or missile upgrades until like the end. Which, okay, that was not what I should have done. Because now I'm going to kill these guys quick enough to not take too many hits. I need to super missile them out of the way. Unless the... Okay, the purple ones can still hit me. Actually, it doesn't matter if they can hit me because I'm down here. I'm already through there. Oh! Move, actually. He is the annoying one because this room is so small. Overall, though, still not a very hard fight. Oh my god. So many hits. Alright, doesn't matter. There's a save door here. Get the health back. I'm actually doing pretty good. I'm stressing myself out because I'm in the mines, and then every time I tell myself, hey, the mines are very, very hard. They can be. But reality is that they're hardest where I'm going, which is the caves under the mines. It's the spot where I lowered that containment field last time I was playing. I think it's right in here, actually. Yeah, it is. Like always, it's tougher in here because of Metroids. It's not so bad if you actually remember to exploit the weakness. Oops, wrong word. Sometimes I do wonder if it's possible to get through this without bothering with the X-ray visor. And I don't know. I don't know if you can just land on the platforms below. How dark is it otherwise? Yeah, okay, I want at least one of these visors on. Is there anything else in there? I don't think so. Is that a missile upgrade? I don't know. It's kind of far away. Yeah, it's a bit blurry on my screen. Okay, if it's a missile upgrade, I'm honestly not that worried about it. The odds of me getting like all of the missile upgrades by the end of this game is slim, because I'm not really looking for them. this room with those things is always tough for me. It looks like they have the same weakness. Okay, that's really annoying. There we go. On mobile source. Stop telling me about that room, please. First of all, I'm... Oh, shit. Working on getting to it. I think I gotta go all the way back around and do the platforming here properly. Oh, no, no, no. Why am I falling in? Why am I falling in? Please just be bombs. Okay, it's gonna be a power bomb. Because of course it is. Wait. Phase on mining tunnel. That is a room I have to go back into. I know there was an artifact there. I know it. But I need probably the last major upgrade before I can get it. Or at least before I can get it without just tanking most of my health in the process. I don't want to do that, considering what I'm currently working towards. Because I'm pretty sure I want as much health as I can get. I'm hoping that that door that I'm looking at there is a save station. I sincerely hope so. Because this game is going to be very cruel if it's not. Ah, shit. Because I am very far down into the... Okay. Don't bother with the jump swing bullshit. wait for this platform here. And I still missed it. What? That is really freaking annoying. This is bleeding away my very, very much needed help. How far am I from where it's trying to get me to go? A bit way, but not that far. Okay, try this direction again. For whatever reason, I made it this time. Okay, thank you. What? Oh no. That's not a save station. Oh no, that's not what I wanted at all. Oh shit. Okay, this game is that mean. Oh, motherfucker. Can I just lasso right back onto it? That'd be nice. It's too high up. God damn it. Why would this game be that mean to me? There's it. I am so afraid to move on this thing because I don't want to slip off it again. I don't know where the door is. Apparently I'm facing it. God damn it. I really hope that wasn't the situation. I heard something move. I hope that wasn't the situation of the door was actually open and I couldn't see the shield. I think it was. Yeah, I don't think I could see it open in the dark. Oh, that is annoying. Oh, I forgot that draws those too. Yeah, there's something really unsettling and creepy about these phase-on tunnels. I don't know if that's just me who gets that kind of vibe from them, but I legit find these lower sections of the mine to be very creepy. Okay, that's annoying. Hold still, please. Thank you. I can't see shit. I don't want to assume I'm supposed to just leap for that other side, but I think I'm... No, that's not what I did. Okay, good. Okay, so there's 2 red doors in this place. I would love for one of them to please be a save station. Okay, there was a purple one. He's up there. Okay, I'm gonna try just going for this. Hoping for the best. Please open up. Okay, okay. Thank you. So I think one of the reasons why I also find the mines to be so challenging and threatening is I think the first time I ever went through it, I didn't realize that was there. So now I just got like a leftover response from like years ago, like thinking, oh my god, the mines are quite a gauntlet of tricky jumps, tricky enemies, all in a row. And that's not the case, because that is there. It could also be because if you save there and you're pretty weak, like you haven't been picking up enough stuff and you're in pretty bad shape, you're in a pretty bad spot to actually deal with what's at the very bottom of the mines here. And I've been kind of beating around the bush, talking about it. But it's right here. This is what I'm trying to hint at. Him. A very, very big one of these guys. So yeah, the very first time I played this game, I'm pretty sure I went through all that. Did not save my game, and then thought I had to do that whole gauntlet of... Oh shit, thought I had to do that whole gauntlet of a trek down here and fight a boss right after. Get away from me, please. He's not that bad as I recall. It's this stupid beam absorbing thing that he does that I find absolutely annoying. Because it honestly just wastes time. Like, just let me... who's the favorite player? I did a lot more damage on him than I thought I was going to do. I think actually that is relevant because I think he actually does regain health from this phase on pools when he's in them. So I think I may actually ignore the pirates that he summons in and just focus on trying to fight. I don't remember if he's always X-ray blue or he does that. Ah, shit. We jumped too early and pretty much went right down. Which you gonna do? Where is he? Yeah, what did I do? Oh, that's why I'm not doing much. Look at that. And he keeps absorbing every shot I'm shooting, so I'm not hitting him. Oh, this is bad. Definitely gotta get them killed before I can go for him too. So I think next time we should actually focus on killing these guys as quickly as possible. So that's here. I'm really hoping this is not going to be the fight that I get. I don't recall ever really having issues with him before, but I guess there's a first for everything. I don't know why some of the shots are reflecting off him while he's doing those attacks. That seems stupid. It seems like it should not be doing that. Yeah, this is pretty bad. Oh. Seriously? I did like no points. Oh, I'm in bad shape. I do not think I'm gonna beat him. Especially if I keep running over the goddamn phasing. Misses are low. This is bad. This is really bad. Oh, is it? I see in the chat there. Game is louder than me, eh? Okay. Give me 1 second to correct that. I don't know how long ago you said that. Thank you for telling me, though. I haven't been keeping an eye on chat. 10 minutes. Oh, jeez. So you've been watching me screw this up for about 10 minutes now. Yeah, I'm in pretty bad shape here, and I do not think I would be beating this guy. See a way to get health back in here, which sucks, actually. Sucks big time. Holy shit. I think what I'm finding really annoying about this guy is that he can somehow still deflect. Yeah, he can still deflect my shots even when his arm is down, and I don't know if that's me screwing something up, but that is now the first time I've died in this game on this playthrough. And I had a feeling it would be on this guy. Alright. Well, at least I was wrong, and there was a save point pretty much right before it. Yeah, door's just over here. Alright. Here's try number 2. Gonna hope for the best. Ratio Gazer, thank you for the good luck. One of the things that keeps screwing me over is I keep running into those phase-on pools, so I need to really get better with that and stop letting this guy corner me in. So I think having a good amount of distance between me and him is probably a good idea. I think that the first pirates he calls in are always the weaker kind. No, they're not. Oh, okay. There was only 2 for the first time, so that's good. I'm gonna try a different strategy a little bit and save my super missiles for later in the fight, so I can clear his armor off faster then if I need to. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, he's still too close. Preemptively charge this in case it's the red guy that shows up, but I know. Where'd him? There he is. Oh, I should have just done that before. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Okay, super missiles, when he's visible. That's definitely the smart move. This is definitely one of those fights, I think, where the longer it goes on, the more screwed you end up getting. Because there's just so many ways you're going to get hit, and a lot of them you can't avoid. Is it? It's going to let me get another hit or slip. It will. It'll let me get a bunch more hits. I have a lot more confidence beating him this time, that's for sure. I think this fight changes much as it goes on. I know a bunch of bosses usually add like new attacks and stuff to their repertoire. I don't think this guy does, so you know what? I know I said I was going to stick with the super missiles later in the fight, but I'm not going to change up the strategy at this point. I think as long as it's working, I'm going to keep doing it. Cornered. This also is starting to feel like a case of a boss that was a lot easier on the Wii version when I beat that years ago. Because I remember this guy being tough, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I had this much difficulty on it before. See, I'm getting reckless letting him get closer because I know as soon as I get rid of that last piece of armor, I pretty much won. I shouldn't be doing that. Alright, I think that'll be it. As soon as these pirates are gone, I'll get the last couple shots on him. Oh, thank God. Okay. Oh, that makes me very, very happy. Yeah, victory. And the best part is now you get the coolest looking suit in the game. I could just wander aimlessly into that phase-on. So, I'm going to do what the game does not actually want me to do. And I'm going to backtrack for a moment. For two reasons. One, I definitely want to use that save point. And then two, I'm hoping that the game will let me backtrack far enough that I can get into the mining area again. Because if I can get into the mining tunnel, I could get the Chozo artifact that's hidden in there without having to trek all the way through these mines again later on. And this should be a lot easier to trek through now. I don't have to worry about taking damage from what's in these pits. I don't see a lot of reason why it wouldn't let me. I've also just never thought to try it before. that's done, but which way was I going? Okay, it's that way. It's very easy to get lost and all turned around in the dark here. Okay, it's gonna let me go down here. I have enough health bars that I was debating whether or not this would actually be enough damage that I could just tank it and come through here. But yeah, I wasn't exactly sure there was a save spot before the boss, so I didn't want to risk not being able to get all my health back. Yeah, it was this way. And if you're wondering, yes, the game is actually just this dark. Prime 1 is, I believe, notorious for trying to overdo their lighting a little bit. So there's a lot of areas in the game that are, I'm gonna say, over-necessarily dark. And it's actually worse on my screen. I can see what my OBS is putting out versus what's actually on my monitor, and yeah, there is a lot of things that I could see on the monitor, or can't see on the monitor, that I could see on the screen there. On the OBS. Oh god, I am getting tired. Okay, so I can't just jump high enough to clear that. I actually do have to go around the proper way again and swing over. How did I do this before? Okay, you have to jump while standing there, which I always forget is something you can do because it's such a odd thing. Anyway, I'll do this again while I'm here. Now I think I can start trying to get out of these stupid... bugger. I can get out of these stupid mines. But the other way. Back through the boss room. Oh, you know what I should have done? This was closed off before. I wonder, could I have opened that? No, because that activates the elevator, not the door shield. Okay, never mind. Of course, Metroid wouldn't just let you bypass the boss. I don't think there's anything worth checking out over there. That looks to be about the same. So, I think that's the second last energy tank. I have no idea where the last one is. If I had to take a guess, it's probably that room all the way back in the Chozo ruins that I neglected to go back to when I got the grapple. But now that I've got all the, I think all the major upgrades, I don't remember for sure. I don't exactly remember where to go now. I'm wondering if this is the part where the artifact hunt was supposed to begin. Him. Or him now. Okay, so if I go on the assumption that this is when the artifact hunt is supposed to start, that means that best bet is to probably try to go back to the ruins. No, the artifact temple. See if the previous ones I tried to scan are actually available now. And then use the clues and start looking for them. I've gotten a good portion already. I'm sure one of the ones that I wasn't able to scan earlier because I hadn't unlocked the mines was the one I got right after the boss fight. So that's probably going to be useless when I get there, and it's probably going to say, hey, you got this artifact or whatever, but that's fine. Oh geez, I was a lot closer to that edge than I thought. I don't think I will ever get used to platforming in this game without being able to look up and down, to be honest. Okay, I want to get back to the overworld. Closest elevator port is way over there. That's not too far away. Again, gonna go with pirates. Okay, so I was right. If it's telling me to go to the temple, then I'm definitely at the artifact hunt. Alright, I'll just clear that. So I think what I'm going to do now, if I can remember where the option is, I'm going to turn the hit system off. Because, yeah, I had that on just to kind of streamline the game a little bit on this playthrough. Not spend too much time wandering around trying to figure out where the hell to go. And now I'm at the point where it's not going to help at all. It's going to just keep pointing me in one spot over and over again. One of these columns and panels I know has an artifact hidden in it. Do not think it's this one. Let me see if I have the hint already unlocked, or if I have to go find it. Okay, I've got that. Oops. Got that one. There's a shrine somewhere in Magmore that I stopped to find. Sun Chamber. I know that's in the ruins. Great Hall. Okay, a lot of that only helps so much. I think this tells me that the hint I'm looking for was one of the ones that was hidden. I don't know what determines how Am I planning on playing all of them before Prime 4 comes out? Yes! Yes, that is my goal. Or at least that was my goal. I was trying to get it before Prime 4 comes out, but due to some Christmas shenanigans this year, I have nothing to add to my Christmas list, so I have had to put Prime 4 on that, so I'm going to be waiting till Christmas for that, so it gives me a little more time to try to get through the trilogy, which is, yeah, I know. I've been waiting for Prime 4 ever since I finished Prime 3 and saw that cliffhanger sort of ending where Silex's ship goes after Samus, if you get the 100% ending. But, you know what, I've waited this long, I guess I can wait a bit longer. Sucks, but it is what it is, and I kind of see it as a okay thing at the moment because November and December is an incredibly busy time for me. So I don't know if I would have actually finished all of them right before the release date or not. Oh, okay. Prime Hunters and Federation Force. I don't have a way to record DS games, or at least stream them. So I kind of consciously left those out. Hunters I would have really liked to do, but I also kind of find Hunters a bit boring after a while because there's a lot of repetition in that game. I mean, you fight the same boss over and over again at least 4 times. Like, there's 2 main bosses that are guarding the gem kind of things, and I got really tired of doing that thing over and over again. And then Federation Force, I don't really mind the game. I know a lot of people hate it. But I don't like playing it alone. And now that the online servers are dead for it, are they dead, or has Nintendo outright got rid of them? It was on the Wii U. Oh, yeah, but okay. I don't know if... Can I still buy the Wii U version of Prime Hunters? If Federation Force is dead, I'm probably not going to bother with it. Oh, wait, why did I come here? I came here to go to the Artifact Temple. I mean, I've 100%ed Federation Force before, and honestly, I just kind of felt like that was enough. I don't feel like I'm missing much by not playing it again. Did I literally just slip off? Oh, God. Oh, that's embarrassing. Reuse servers, also goners. That sucks. Especially because the irony for this is when I do play Prime 3, I have to whip out the old Wii U because my Wii's disc tray is completely fried. How did I do that? So it's doing this thing right now where you feed a disc in and it just basically spits it right back out after a few seconds. And when I was Googling it, it seems to be something that, come on, open up. It seems to just be a thing that old Wii's do. The disc tray wears out, which I'm having a hard time believing because this Wii has basically sat on a shelf for the last, oh God, I don't even know how many years. But it's sat around and basically done nothing for quite a while. And there was a bunch of Wii games other than just Metroid that I wanted to play on stream. And realized now that I wasn't going to be able to. So I went through the process of trying to, okay, that's the one that was returned. So it's the red ones that are new entries. I had actually, like, I don't know if the term is jailbroke or modded my Wii, but I did do that at some point, so I was able to play, like, files off of a USB. That's a new entry. Is this one a new entry? No. I think I should have all of them now. So anyway, I gave up on trying to fix it. I actually ripped the Wii apart. Was trying to use some of the... okay, that's all of them. Some of the little knowledge of stuff that I have to try to fix it, but I realized at some point I was probably going to do more damage to it than I would actually be able to fix it. So I decided, okay, I'll just play the files, and then the hard drive that had all the game copies on it that I had ripped a long time ago failed. So now I don't have the I don't have the disc images for the entire collection either. So I'm just gonna resort to using the Wii U, which means that it's gonna be all clean files for everything, which is fine. Just, I don't know, seemingly discouraging. You know, you lose so many years worth of progress on stuff. But the funny thing is of course I was never going to go back and check all that out, but I don't know, it feels weird to be losing stuff like your 100% Mario Sunshine files and everything. Oh, sorry, I'm getting that mixed up with something else. The GameCube memory card back then also failed. So those are gone. So not Mario Sunshine, but I guess I do still have the files for the Wii because they all save internally. So I think in theory, if I could get my Wii to play those games off of a hard drive again, I should still have the save files. It's been a long, long time since I had that working. An original one failed? Yeah, an original GameCube memory card failed. And then if you're talking about the Wii there, yeah, it was an original Wii. Like, I got one, I think only a couple months after they originally were released, and there was just shortages, which is why it took me even that long. But it was an original Wii disk drive that had long since failed. And actually, I don't know, it could have failed a long time ago and I just never really realized it because I never hooked it up. That was the revised version when I got it, which is weird. Well, no, that's what I mean. I think mine was one of the launch ones because it was only a couple months after, and I think it took a while for them to be shipped out. So I think mine was a launch one. I can't play Smash Brawl. I never had an issue with that. Well, of course I will now because it doesn't read anything. But, well, it is what it is. You know what? I love collecting a lot of the old stuff, but you can't expect it all to function forever, I guess, which is a huge shame, but it's the reality of it. I could play Smash Brawl. Yeah, of course I could play Smash Brawl. I think if my Wii wasn't able to play Smash Brawl, I would have been a lot... I would have been really upset with that, actually, because... okay, so if you got your childhood Wii, I'm guessing you're around the same age as me. I'm not going to try to pry out what it is, but if you went like me and you were waiting around for like Smash Brawl to come out, do you remember that website Nintendo had where they were updating things progressively on it? Because I would check that religiously every day. And I was so excited for Smash, and if mine wasn't able to play it, I would probably have freaked out. Take a look at your messages in just 1 second. The original launch Wii needed to be sent in to be repaired by Nintendo. I remember that very much because someone I knew had a Wii and he could play it. It just... Really? Sent mine back to Nintendo of EU back then. It took like 2 weeks to get back. Okay, so if you don't mind me asking then, are you EU area... like, how do they do the region locking for this kind of crap? I guess you're with the European area? PAL, yes. Okay, I'm North American. So I probably, the North American release may have had that corrected. Releasing the same day. I have no idea. I think this is the last energy tank in the game now. Yeah, I have no idea if it was the same day. Such a while ago. I do know sometimes, Europe gets the shit end of things because a game will come out or a console will come out in Europe and for some reason, like even if it is on the same day, versions that have errors will end up in the European market but not in the North American one. Oh. Well, that needs missile expansion. 3 weeks earlier in North America than the EU. But then why would they be region locked now? You know what? That is one of the things I really don't understand about Nintendo and Sony, is they have a tendency to region lock things. And I don't think there's any reason to bother, especially with digital distribution games nowadays. I think they kind of have moved away from that, but even with the Wii, like, what was... I don't know what the point was. It was very nonsensical to me. Which way goes to the Sun Chamber? Oh, it was the upper way that I was going before. Switch 2 has a dedicated region lock system for Japan only. Does it actually? But, like, why? Like, when I was younger, I used to think it was, like, language versions or something, but then I realized how stupid that was, and it doesn't make sense when you could just literally localize it with every language on there. Sony does too now. That is weird. Like, for as much hate and ripping on it that Xbox gets, at least, like, Microsoft doesn't do that. But, again, then you're stuck playing on an Xbox, and that's got its own host of stupid issues. Come on, play missiles. Oh, I had the wrong beam selected. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. I thought I got them all. Where's this last one at? I should know I own 3 Xbox 360s just to play the exclusives. Okay, I have to ask then. Have you ever got a console that red ringed? Like that had that infamous error where it would get the red ring of death and it would have to be sent in. Yes. Oh my god. I feel so bad for you, dude. I have gone so long, and my brother's... Okay, so my brother's console, I got the Wii, he got the Xbox 360. Because I was the Metroid fan back then, and he was getting into Halo. I'm afraid to turn it on. I don't blame you. His red ringed, my brother's, and I got like I think they called it like the arcade model, but it was like the upgraded one that had all of the extra memory in it. Wait, can I not get through this way anymore? And that arcade one has never failed on me, but I am also now afraid to turn it on. Because a little bit of me just kind of knows what these consoles are like. But that being said, like, after I finish Prime 4, one of the things I want to do is go through the entire Halo series as well, just for nostalgia's sake. And, I like to do it on the original hardware. Oop, that's not the map. But to do the original hardware, I am very afraid to turn it on, because I don't want to fry it. But I guess if I'm going to fry it, it's going to be fried. So, might as well just bite the bullet and do it. Oh, stuck in the door. Okay, there we go. Did I go the right way? Yeah, I went the right way. So, if I can't go to the sun chamber that way, I probably have to go through the back entrance that I used to get to, that I used to get out of there when I beat the boss the first time. So, 3 Xboxes, but how many of them are still working? Or is that why there's been so many replacements? Okay, I don't think I can actually go up through that door. So I probably actually have to take the even longer route around, which is not that annoying, but it is a pain. I got 2 360 USA models with the purchase, since one of them in EQ is quite difficult, as one can imagine. And one of them I complained that the collector got from that the disk drive doesn't work anymore. It's basically a digital console at this point, so he gave me a launch 360 that doesn't even have the HDMI slot. Oh, I forgot about those. Yeah, because there was that whole change in format going on, so didn't some of the 360s come with like a composite cable instead of an HDMI? Which was like a 5 cable version of like the AV cables or something? Yeah, that would be annoying. I've also kind of always wondered, like, aren't the outlets in the EU different, like, for a good portion of the area? So that means that if you play the US console, do you need like a specific power adapter to like change the US outlet to the to an EU outlet, or can you just buy an EU adapter, like the actual AC cable, and will it still plug into the system? On a converter, they still look really good though. Here in the EU, we have 200 to 240 volts in our walls. It will explode. So, like, I've got a bit of an engineering background, so I've got, like, certain gripes with, like, the American electrical standards and everything that we're all forced to use over here. But one thing I will say is that there is a standard for it, which I do like. I just wish that America, being America, did the reasonable thing and talk to the rest of the world about standardizing things for home devices and appliances and stuff, but of course that's too much to ask for at this point. PS2, for example, is 60 watts, so it's easy to do. See, I don't actually know about that. Like, over here, it's just a matter of, like, everything just matches, so we don't think about any of this stuff. As long as it plugs in, it just goes. Everyone kind of does things absent-mindedly. I have no idea where the last 2 runes to scan in this room are, if they're not behind things on the wall. Maybe they're on the pillars. Nope. Oh, yep. So if I had to take a guess, the other one is probably either opposite it. Yeah, it's opposite. In the EU, the walls output a range, so whatever the system needs, it will take. But if it's more, it can even comprehend, that makes things difficult. Well, I mean, all of your cables, they must have some kind of, like, adapter on there to regulate things, no? Because otherwise I could see it just becoming a huge headache. Oh, crap. Okay, that breaks. Alright, this is annoying because it's just a timing thing then. You mean the power brick? Yeah. Like, honestly, that's something I never really think about. Oh god. Why do I suck at this now? It's probably because I know that I will break these blocks if I bomb at the wrong timing. This is a lot easier on the Wii because you get the power bomb jump. Some consoles do the transferring themselves. Do they actually? Oh, a Wii will. Oh. Really? That is very interesting to know. Console has a span of 100 to 240 volt. So that's actually really good to know because I've always kind of wanted to look into moving to Europe at some point, and one of the things I kind of like slightly worried about was, can I bring my consoles with me? And I guess I could. Alright. You know, there's a point in this game where it really starts to feel like these ghosts are just here to slow you down rather than to actually be a proper obstacle. I don't know where the last one is at the moment. Since they have their power converting bricks in the cable itself. Oh, right. Right. Forgot about that. So, if I had to take a guess at where this artifact is, it's probably in the water here somewhere. Because, I didn't have the gravity suit, of course, the first time in here. Okay, I think I am wrong. I do not remember where it is. Oh. Well, that's convenient. See, that's the thing. If the main difference comes into like the power brick and consoles, like they take what they need, everything has some kind of regulator on it anyway. I don't know if that's the right term or not, but I don't see a reason to bother with region locking anything in terms of hardware then, because obviously it's not some kind of electrical reasons for it. It's got to be purely, I hate to say it, but like corporate driven. There must be some profit in trying to do that, but I don't understand the rationale. Okay, I'm gonna go to the, just because the elevator's there, to the Magmor Caverns and see if I can find that shrine that that one's talking about. But I don't think I've been to any shrine in this playthrough. Yen is really, really low. Yeah, I know. Isn't the yen usually low? I don't know. I don't really pay attention to any of the world markets or anything, so last I heard it was low, but I also heard it was low like 10 years ago. Even imports are cheaper than getting them in your own country. In Japan? It just gets lower and lower. Oops. Looking to buy Bravely Default 1 Remaster on Switch. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, in your country, 45 euro. On Play Asia, 41 euro. That is euro, right? Forgive the ignorant North American who doesn't know the currency symbol entirely. But yeah, I get what you're saying there. Yeah, euros. Okay, thank you. Alright, so if I take a look at the map here, storage cavern, transport tunnel. If I'm looking for a shrine, and I don't think I've been to it before, I'm probably looking for a door that I have not gone through. And I don't see one. Twin Fires, Twin Fire Tunnel, Transport Tunnel, Fiery Shores, Shore Tunnel. Oh, there is a blue door up there. Okay, so I want to just try to get in a bit further. I'll take another look at that in a bit. Actually, let me check something else. One of these ones that I got recently. Molten Lake. Yeah, it's this one. Okay. I've been shooting at these pillars in the middle of these rooms for basically the whole game since I got the super missiles, but I guess I haven't wandered back to there because I knew this artifact was hidden somewhere in one of these. But I couldn't figure out which room it was because for some reason the hint in the artifact temple was hidden from me. So yeah, I don't understand the logic of which ones are hidden I thought it was going to be just the ones for the mines, just because the mines I hadn't unlocked at the time, but yeah, the artifacts are weird. I feel like it was Nintendo trying to force people to do the artifact hunt and making you not do them out of order, which would have been stupid because the only way you would know that's there is if you played this game before. Or I guess Google the answers. But I feel like the GameCube era of Nintendo games was weird because they always had this arbitrary collectathon at the end. Like Wind Waker had one. Artifact is weird, if I could say. No, yeah, it is weird. Wind Waker had a weird collectathon going on with the Triforce pieces as well. I think that one is worse than either Metroid Prime 1's or like Prime 1's artifacts or Prime 2's Sky Temple keys. I know people complain about those as well. I think Wind Waker is way worse because the Triforce Collectathon makes you also have to collect rupees to get Tingle to translate them. If I could say why that one didn't work for you before, it's kind of gated, but yeah, I do have that no backseat on your rules. So, oh no, please tell me. I have played this game so many times. I'm not worried about backseating on this game. Also, of course, I did already get it, so I'm not really worried about backseating if I've already obtained the artifact. If anything, it'd be nice to know why it's screwy for next time I inevitably play through this. I believe for some reason the Lava Lake artifact is locked until you have the X-ray, which is supposed to reveal it. Oh! Oh, that's a good point, actually. I never thought about that, because the hint, I think, actually says it's in the column or something, so I don't think I ever bothered to use the X-ray visor on that. But that would make a lot of sense, actually, if a lot of the hints are hidden behind item progression rather than area progression. Oops. It's the upper door that I want to go through. So actually that would make a lot of sense. So I would assume then the ones for the phase on mines, for example, the one that I got down there right after beating the Omega Pirate, would probably be locked out for me until I get the Phazon suits. But it's not like I would have checked for that. Because I'm really not able to access that area until essentially right before I get the suit anyway. I don't know, I'm probably overthinking that as well. Okay, so it was a shrine. That was a new room. Alright, what are the last ones I'm missing? I think I'm going to go for just one more, and then I might try to finish the game off tomorrow. I've been up for about 16 hours straight today. Room of Research in the Mines. That sounds like the hardest one to go for at the moment, so I'll try for that one. What are the other two, just in case? Okay, Temple in Finandra, if that's how you pronounce it. And then another one in the ruins. Yeah, the mines seem like the harder option at the moment. Oh, crap. And also, I think the mines not only are a harder one to go to, but they're also the most out of the way right now, so... I'll kind of go for that because, yes, I'm tired, but I also just don't want to stop playing at the moment. That's the overworld. So the mine entrance is all the way back where I came. Okay. I thought I had all the mine ones, but I guess I forgot that one. I don't know. I don't mind. I know people complain about the backtracking in Metroid games, but I actually don't mind it at all. I think it just kind of adds to it. Gives you a reason to traverse the area more and more. And especially like late game when you have all the goodies, and it's just really quick to get through everywhere. I find it really fun. I think it said a research room in the mines, so I'm going to take a guess now that that was actually the one I was thinking of earlier, where you have to do another boss fight against one of those. I'll just get rid of that too. Let that clear up. Okay. Another mini boss fight against one of those elite pirate things the pirates are developing. But it's the one covered in Phazon. You like Primevanias? Yeah, I love Primevanias, Metroidvanias, whatever people like to call them. One of the ones that I'm told that I would love, but I actually have just never played, was Hollow Knight. I don't know what I originally thought Hollow Knight was supposed to be, but I didn't think it was a... Oh, did I go the wrong way? Oh, I went the wrong way, I think. Chozo Ruins. Yeah, I don't want to go up to the ruins. I want to go all the way over there. Oh, I went the exact opposite way all the way across the area. That sucks. Yeah, I don't know what I thought Hollow Knight was supposed to be, but I didn't know it was Metroidvania until I saw people playing Silksong. And now I can't watch any other streamers playing the game because I know I'm going to want to play and I don't want spoilers. I don't know, I think I thought Hollow Knight was some kind of side-scrolling beat-em-up, which, I don't know too much about it. It might not be too far off. I think maybe at some point somebody was doing one of the boss fights and I misinterpreted what the kind of game it was supposed to be from that. Now, Hollow Knight, though, I don't think that's a game that I would want to stream. First time I play through a lot of Metroidvanias, I like to take the time to go through, explore, and really enjoy things, which is something I haven't been doing with this. Just because, well, gone through it a billion times, so there's really no point. But also, I don't think it would be very interesting. So, despite like playing the trilogy before Prime 4, I'm wondering if I would stream it right away. And the reason I'm leaning towards yes, maybe for that, is just because I'm doing the rest of the trilogy at the moment. Okay, so that's back that way. So how do I continue on from here? The door right in front of me. Yeah, so this is the room. I came out of the shrine and immediately went the wrong way. Oh. I was wondering when I would run into this bridge again. Some people say it's more like a boss rush game since there's plenty of them in it. I mean, I could see that kind of logic. I mean, I haven't played it, so I don't know for sure. I don't mind boss rushes either. What's 9 Souls, though? That I'm not familiar with. Oh, crap, I forgot about those. Yeah, I guess I will just have to look it up because I'm not familiar with it, and I kind of realized after I asked it, like, that's the kind of description that it's going to be very difficult to just put into chat. Because I'm essentially, like, asking the loaded question of, hey, what is this entire piece of media here? But I'll definitely look it up because, you know, I'm trying to get back into like gaming a little bit. That's the whole reason I'm trying to take up some of this streaming, just for the hell of it, is a way to try to be motivated to get back into playing some games. So any other game that would be appealing for that, like that can keep my attention, would probably be a good idea. Obviously this is the genre that would do it for me. This and like RPGs. Like one of the games I've been playing off stream like crazy is I've gone back and playing Skyrim again. I have no idea how many times I've been playing Skyrim in my life, but yeah. I have a modded version on my PC, so a while back, if you owned like the PC version, I think all the DLCs, that's Anniversary Edition or whatever Bethesda called it, they gave it to you for free. But it didn't overwrite the previous one in my library, so I had 2 copies of Skyrim, so I never actually finished the game on PC vanilla. So I did that with the Anniversary version, but then my original, I had so many mods on it, and didn't want to redo the mod list for the Anniversary one, especially because a lot of them weren't ported over, that I just want to double check which way I'm going. Oops. It's the wrong two. Okay, it's the door behind me. Yeah, I didn't want to try to move all the mods over and try to get it working again. So essentially I have 2 Skyrim installs, one being the Anniversary Vanilla and the other one modded. And I don't think I could actually play the modded one on stream because there's certain mods that are on there, and I know what that sounds like. I didn't intentionally install a lot of them to be lewd mods, but there were a lot that was like, you'll want this armor piece, you have to get this specific body mod to go with it. Well, in doing so, it's brought a bunch of lewd things into the game, so last thing I want to do is start looting people, and the next thing you know, you got like yeah. It's been a long time since I actually tried to change the mod list around, but I've got enough on there that I don't think I can remove some of them without outright breaking the save files that I have, so they just stay. Alright, research. So I'm looking for a room that has to do with research in the name. And if I had to take a guess, it's probably one of the somewhat upper rooms where there's more labs. Oh boy, there's so many rooms for the mines. Omega research. Okay, that'll be it. So if I... There's that yellow arrow there, which connects to where I'm at now. Okay, I'm actually not that far from it, really. Oops, wrong beam. Skyrim is another game that I've been kind of debating whether to play on stream, but I don't think I would take it very seriously. I think what I would honestly do is I would play the Switch version, and I had a buddy at one point who got the Switch version specifically because he wanted the Zelda items that you could get in it when you scan the amiibo. I think I would probably just do that and be like, just literally copy what he did. So he was like, oh, this is a version of Link that is stuck in Skyrim. He's not supposed to be here. Let's not headcanon it, but like, I don't know, just goof around, pretend that happened, and he's like, I'm gonna roleplay it, and he's gonna be the goody Link that he is. But then I think at some point he was like, okay, I actually want to do the Dark Brotherhood quest, so I have to justify why Link is an assassin now. I don't know, I feel like it would be a kind of fun thing to do at first. I don't know how it would work long term, but if I were to play Skyrim again, it would probably be the Switch version, just because well, just to maybe just justify me buying the game again, which I probably shouldn't have bothered doing. So everything else I was saying with it is like just rationale for what to do while playing it, but like the actual justification is I bought the game, I want to play the damn game, but also I need to justify that because I bought the game. Okay, don't judge me for this, but I have the PC version. I've got it on Xbox 360. I've got it on Xbox One. At one point, I had it on PS4 twice because I knew somebody who had a PS4, the VR. Is there a turret up there? I think there is. And then I've got the Switch version. So I've got so many versions of... I'm the reason why they re-released it so much. I don't want to say I'm the sole reason, but I might be. I mean, I've also got like a bunch of different versions of the classic Doom, so you could also say I'm the reason why they keep re-releasing that over and over again as well. Do I acknowledge it was stupid? Yes. It was a huge waste of money. But it doesn't change the fact that I bought it and it's sitting in my collection. The only one I don't have anymore is the VR one. This is the research room, right? Yeah. So I have a feeling that that's the one door here I haven't opened. So how do I wake this guy up again? If this is the right guy. What's on the other side? Nothing. Omega research. Is there another research room? Maybe. Elite research. Oh, there's another research room. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, so to get back to the elevator, I actually have to go back. I will say, in terms of re-releasing Skyrim over and over again, now I am very annoyed with it. You know, I've wanted Elder Scrolls 4 for a while. I don't give a damn about Starfield. I never finished Fallout 4. Wait, how do we get back? How do we get back out of here? Oh, do I have to boost Fallout? Yeah, I do. Okay. Yeah, I never finished Fallout 4. Hell, I don't even think I finished New Vegas. I don't care about a lot of Bethesda's other first-party IPs other than Elder Scrolls. The one release they did have that I was happy about initially was the Oblivion remake. And then I was promptly disappointed when I found out that my PC is actually too old to run the game. And unfortunately, at the moment, I 100% cannot afford a new PC to upgrade it, so I guess the silver lining is now I'm going to be going through the backlog of other games that I've been putting off. I mean, we'll probably never have the holy trinity of 6, Elder Scrolls 6, Persona 6, GTA 6. Well, maybe eventually. I think what we're never going to get is a game from Valve where they count higher than 2. And, I mean, they do that with everything. They stopped at Portal 2. They stopped at Left 4 Dead 2, Team Fortress 2. The most egregious example being Half-Life 2, but it was actually worse than that because they actually did Half-Life 2 Episode 2 just to really rub it in people's faces, I think. What I find crazy is that apparently for GTA 6, Rockstar has spent more trying to develop that game than, oh, I hate this room. Okay, I don't think I actually need to bother with moving those around. And they made Half-Life Alyx. Yeah, so they don't even do the number. They make another spin-off game or whatever, and then don't really treat it like a mainline game. And here's the thing. I think Valve is kind of afraid to make Half-Life 3 because at this point nothing they make will ever live up to expectation. But I think that's exactly why they should just do it. Like, at this point it's been so long, they're going to disappoint people anyway. You might as well do it, rip off the band-aid, and then you stop disappointing people for years about there being no release, and at least, you know, you get a release. And maybe it wouldn't be so bad if it didn't, like Half-Life 2 Episode 2 didn't end hinting that there was going to be another game. I mean, I hate when that happens. I need there to be endings to things. That's why... It's why they left the company. Oh, sorry, other message. I mean, from what people could hear in the back, blood... Yeah, I know. Devs are trapped in the companies, and... You know what? It's unfortunate, but when you're in a company, you make what makes money, and if the projections or the company doesn't think they're going to make money, they're not going to do it. Okay, so this is the guy we got to wake up. Yeah, he's got all the extra phase on him, so I think he's somewhat harder. I do not remember how to wake him up. Yeah, I do not remember at all. This console over here, I think, brought down the platforms earlier. Yeah. So what do I have now that I didn't have the first time I came through here? And it's the X-ray visor, but I didn't see anything with it. I don't think it's one of these tunnel things, like that you could dig with the laser. Because I searched all of them earlier. Got the missile expansion that was in there. Well, one thing I also didn't have was the plasma beam. Do I just shoot him to get him out? That seems a little simplistic for this game. What's funny is I can't even scan him to get a hint. I'm gonna do what I don't think I should be doing and use the laser up top and excavate the sides of the room. But this is probably a waste of time. I appreciate the help offer. You know what? If this doesn't work out, I'll let you put the answer in chat there. Just for both of our sake, so that you're not watching me struggle with it, and also so that I can get this artifact and get off to bed at a reasonable time. Because, yeah, I've been up for a long time. Alright, I'm gonna just do the other walls while I'm over here, instead of exploring these one by one. And I don't think this last one will be it, because I'm pretty sure this is the one that had the missile expansion in it previously. Yeah, that's empty. Oops. I don't know why, but I have this weird feeling that if there was something hidden in here, it's got to be hidden with the X-ray visor, or I would have seen it the previous time I did this. Although I'm pretty convinced right now it's not going to be the artifact in here, because I remember fighting that guy down there for sure. Alright, feel free to post it in chat if you want to. Because I don't feel like figuring this out at the moment, and I'm kind of out of ideas at the moment. Scan him again. Is there a particular spot, though? Oh. Oh, of course. There was a second text window. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Out of curiosity, how many times have you made it through this game? Because I have played it quite a few times, but it's just been a long time since I've done it. Yeah, I've done the 100% on expert and items and scans before, but it was on the Wii version, so they called it hyper mode. But otherwise, yeah, it's the same thing. To be fair, too, I think the Wii version is easier with the Wii aiming. So I'm not going to go for the other two today, but where are they, just so I put myself in a good spot for later. One is in the ruins, one's over in the drifts. So I'm gonna at least get out of the damn mines. Or at least go to a safe spot at this safe spot at the entrance. And I think that'll be it for today for me. You know what? I don't know why I'm worried about health at the moment, considering I'm planning on heading to the save point anyway right away. I got more than enough health, so I can probably just tank any hit that comes my way. Which is probably a good thing. I'm getting, like, real sloppy with how I'm playing it because, I'm not gonna lie, I'm nodding off as I'm playing this at the moment. I was really hoping to finish the artifact hunt, finish the game tonight, and move on to Prime 2 this weekend, but you know what? I think it'll have to be tomorrow evening. Does that mean I start Prime 2 tomorrow? I do not know. I definitely plan on finishing Prime 1 tomorrow. But if that means I start Prime 2, I don't know. I do have a friend who's been begging me to play Goblin Cleanup again. So I might be doing that. I don't know for sure. As long as I get Prime 2 started this weekend at least, I'm at least going to be on schedule for what I am hoping to accomplish. So there's that, but I do not know for sure. I'm kind of making up my stream schedule as I go. So, you know what? I'll just save again because I just backed into it. But regardless, thank you so much for tuning into my stream for the evening, Ratio Gazer. Honestly, I really, really appreciate it, especially as somebody who's like really just starting out with streaming. So I appreciate you taking the time and hanging around. So anyway, I hope to see you again in chat sometime if you had fun here. So thank you, and have a good evening. See ya.